So hello guys, welcome to another video, and this video is going to be the most important video in this channel, and this is the only video that you need in terms of SMMA. So I will be showing you every single thing in this video starting from my script. I will be going through my conversations, Insta DM, starting from the top to the bottom, and I will be giving away my cold call recordings and also the scripts, and I will be going through the script as well and break down the psychology behind it. Pretty much everything that you can think of is in this video, and all you have to do is take action after watching this video. So before we move on to a loom style video where I will be just showing you a board and explaining everything, I will just give you an overview of what SMMA exactly is. This is going to be very short. SMMA is simply social media marketing agency. It's a very popular term, and you guys must be knowing it before. So it's basically a B2B service based business where you are just providing a service to another business. It could be anything. If it is just B2B service, it could be anything. It could be AI chatbots, it could be websites, it could be marketing in terms of Facebook advertisements, Insta advertisements, and pretty much anything that you can think of. But social media marketing agency is marketing based business model where you are doing, basically you are promoting their business in their local area. So you are providing something like Facebook ads, Instagram ads, SEO, anything that helps them promote their business locally or the areas that they want to target. That means you're just into SMMA space, you're running an agency. That's it. This is the model. It's as simple as that. And now we will move on to a Loom video style where I will be showing you the pillars of SMMA and how and where you should be focusing on if you're just starting out this business model. So everything is covered in this single video. This is going to be a long video. So this is the only video you need. So watch it till the end and just start implementing whatever I teach in this video. So let's move on to that Loom style video. So this is where you should be focusing on. This is the three pillars of this business model. And if you're just starting out, I would highly recommend you do not think about the result delivery, do not think about the contracts, do not think about the websites. So no, you should be only focusing on the part which will get you the results, which will get you the appointments. And this whole business model runs on booking, like having your calendar booked out, and how good you are at closing. So this is the, like, these are the two things you should be focusing on. So the only thing that you should be doing your whole day is generating leads. This should be your focus. So let's say you're waking up at 9 a.m. So let me just write it down over here. So let's say you're waking up at, let's say, 10 a.m. maybe. So if you're waking up at 9 or 10 a.m., and after you get ready for 1 hour and everything, so let's say 11 a.m. you're starting to work, and your entire focus should be from 11 to, let's say, even 1, let's say, yeah, 1 p.m. You should be only focusing on generating leads. So I'll be showing you in in this video how you can scrape the leads and how you can dial all those leads. Some tools that I'm using personally myself, like even now. So yeah, this should be your focus, is to generate leads till 1 p.m. And of course, since we are in India, we usually start our outreaching. If you're doing cold calls, this video is mostly more like it would be more focused on the cold call. So I will be making the plan according to that. That's something I would recommend, is if you're starting out, go with cold call. And I will also showing you the app which I use to cold call, which is extremely cheap. And if you have the money to invest, go for something like Skype, but we will get to that later. But yeah, so if you're starting out 11 to 1 p.m, if you're waking up, you should dedicate like 2 to 3 hours of generating leads. You should be scraping them, you should be qualifying them, and you should have at least 50 to 100 list of businesses ready with you every single day, right? So if you have the money, of course, you can hire an VA. So now, starting at, depending on your time zone, uh, you know 1 p.m, now you don't have much work to do. This is something I do after having your lunch and everything. So let's say you're again free at 2:30 p.m. So 2:30 p.m to, let's say, even 3:30, you can, if you want, you can prepare yourself, you can have your scripts ready, you can also do your research. Because since our time zones are different, you can't really outreach now. If you're doing Instagram DMs, if you're going for LinkedIn outreach or Insta outreach, you can start outreaching. You can start outreaching over here, and you should be doing it till, let's say, 4. You should be doing it for 3 hours straight, right? So you should be doing Insta DMs and LinkedIn DMs, whatever. So if you're not able to do it for 3 hours, at least have an aim of doing 100 outreaches. So according to, like, let's say the KPI for the outreaches, let's say Instagram, that is KPI is every 100 outreaches. That's what you should be aiming for. If you're starting out, you should be getting at least 5% of positive response. So if you're not getting that positive response, even 5%, then you're doing something wrong. Or it could be your niche, or it could be the way you're outreaching. So be careful with Insta DMs. Warm up your accounts. Do like 10, 15 if you're starting out, and then slowly increase it. And have multiple accounts. If you don't have followers, I would highly recommend you to buy followers. That's what I did when I started out. I have like 3 accounts, and I bought around 500 to 600 followers. That's just, and also upload some personal photos. Have make your we will get to that part later, but have your profile optimized. That's all I'm saying. And you should be aiming for such this kind of APIs, 100 outreaches and 5% response rate. So you should be at least getting 5%, some positive. And remember something, that if you're getting a reply through Instagram, and if it is positive, you should be immediately calling them up. Find their number and call them up. So we will get back to that later. Anyway, we were discussing the time. So if you're doing outreaches over here, like if you're not doing cold calls, then start outreaching from here. If you're doing cold calls, you can utilize this time in let's say uh, the research. Of course, you shouldn't be wasting so much time on research and everything, but if you have other works, you can do it. But from 6:30 or to 7:30, let's say, you should start your outreaches, cold calling, and you should be doing it for 3 hours. So let's say 11:30, so you should be doing your cold calls. So this is how it should be going for you, right? Okay. So yeah, you should be spending half of your day generating the leads and the other half outreaching those leads and booking appointments. So this should be your main focus the whole day. Not making websites, not learning new things, not learning go high level. No, if you have decided to go for SMMA, if you have decided this is the business model that I'm going to go for, then you should be focusing only on these three things. I will tell you, just focus on booking appointments. That's all. Even if you don't have the lead list ready for that day, don't do this thing where you just sit the whole day uh, doing the lead list, and the next day you will outreach. So you just waste one day. So don't do that. Just take up just search for the business and go to the Google My Business, the review page, and you will see the owner's name on the reviews. Just start dialing, just start outreaching if you don't have the list ready. But you should be focusing from the morning to the afternoon. You should be focusing on generating the lead, building the lead list, and from the evening to the night, you should be focusing on calling the people, calling the business owners and everything. So yeah, that's how you should be spending your day. And as far as the acquisition channel goes, there are multiple channels that you should depends on a niche, but there are multiple channels where you can book appointments. So Insta DM is one, LinkedIn, paid ads, cold call, email, and creating content. So Insta DM and LinkedIn, I, let's say Insta DM, again, it depends on a niche. If you're into cosmetic, med spa, nail salon, maybe yeah, normal salons, or some local business like auto detailing, all these niches are there in Instagram. You can easily, and tattoo artist, you can easily find them on Instagram. So if you are into that kind of niche, I would highly recommend going with Insta DMs and sending at least 100 Insta DMs if you're starting out. Also with LinkedIn, if you're into contractor, like that kind of a niche, let's say painting contractors, remodeling, fencing, and landscapers, you should go for LinkedIn. Paid ads, of course, you don't have the money to do so. Most of them, even I don't go for paid ads. You should be earning at least, I guess, around 4 5k plus to even experiment with paid ads. Cold call is the main thing I would highly recommend if you're starting out, and if you're confused on which channel you have to go for. According, like, you have selected a niche and you don't know which channel is the best channel. You should just try cold calling first. That's the best way. I would highly recommend you do cold calls. That you will feel really proud. You will feel extremely productive. You will feel like you have accomplished something after you do, like, even like if you're starting out, even after 5 dials, you will feel like you have done something. So I will give you all the script, and also my recording in this video is going to be a long video. But emails and creating content depends on you. You should be, you can, you know do content creation during the weekends if you want to, but I would highly recommend you to stick to one acquisition channel. If you're starting out, just focus on one thing, just one thing. You can scale your agency, not a problem. I have done it. I went up to 2K just by doing Insta DMs, but now I'm into cold calls more and I see better results with cold call. It's just that I'm not being consistent at this point, but I just booked a meeting like 4 or 5 days ago. I have the recording. I don't have the video recording, I have the voice recording. I will give it to you in this video. But if you're starting out, just to go with cold call. And also I will be giving away the script in this video. Yeah, we will get to that part later. So yeah, another thing is that if you let's say you're doing 100 outreaches. Let's say your goal, if you're doing Instagram outreaches, you should be focusing on 100 outreaches. If you're doing cold calls, again, you should be focusing. If you're starting out, okay, you can go up to 50 calls, but ideally you should be doing 100 calls. 100 calls will take you anywhere from 2.5 to 3 hours. And 100 calls, um, your reply rate, let's say, I don't know, again it depends on your niche, but you should be able to book at least let's say 5 meetings. It's almost 3 to 5 meetings. Or if you're not able to book a meeting and your ratios you should aim for something like 10 positive responses. Yeah, so I have, this is kind of a stats that I'm seeing in my niche, but this highly depends on your niche as well. So cold call, you should be doing 100 calls, 10 positive responses, and no matter what outreaches you do, the main thing you should be doing is every week. This is like the main thing. Every week, so every week you should be focusing on increasing the number of outreaches. So it's very similar to how you go to gym, and there is something called as a progress overload, where you're lifting a particular weight or doing particular reps in one exercise, and slowly you're trying to increase the rep and also the weight, whatever is your variable, every single week. It is similar to that. You're putting in 100 outreaches every let's say in a single day. Next week you should be focusing on increasing that to 120 outreaches. So 100 outreaches, no matter what you do, is either Instagram or cold call. You should be ideally, like, you should be slowly increasing the number of outreaches every single week. That should be your aim. And the another thing is that when it comes to consistency, uh, of course you should try to be consistent as much as possible. But one thing is that you should never give up. So that's the main thing. So you can lack consistency, but you should never give up. Let me tell you why. So I guess I told this in my previous video as well, is that there were times when I was very consistent with my outreaches and I saw the results. There were times when I took a break and I was again went into this research mode and approaching it in a different way. And when I again went into this outreach during the consistent period, that's when I closed a client. So you can take breaks in between. If you're exhausted, if you're burnt out doing outreaches every single day for like 2 3 weeks, you can take 2 days break, not a problem. But you should never give up. If this is what, if you're seeing results, of course, let's say you're doing 100 outreaches every single day, and for a week you have done, like, let's say 700 outreaches, 700 plus outreaches. You should analyze your results, like what kind of responses you're getting and where you can improve. So you should analyze it, and you should break it down, and you should again go for a different way in the next week. But that's the main thing, is you should never give up, and you can take a break 1 or 2 days to analyze things, and then you should get back to outreaching. So that's how I closed my first client. But I wasn't very consistent. And if you're consistent with cold calls, and if your niche is right, and if you're able to, let's say you have a script, and you are very confident with your voice and your tonality, you will book meetings. There's no way you won't be able to book meetings. uh, it is just that I will show you. Of course, I will give you the script and my some of my recordings, some rejections, as well as booking the meetings as well. I will give all of them in this video. Anyway, so yeah, like I mentioned, you should never be giving up. That's the single thing. And I guess I've pretty much covered everything when it comes to this model. Is that you should be focusing on three So if I have to recap, you should be just focusing on these three things, and your main focus should be on booking appointments. So don't go for websites, don't create funnels, don't do all those stuff. Just focus on booking appointments. That should be your main focus. And I would say highly recommend you to go for cold call. Yes. So that's the main thing. And also, you should be spending half of your day with generating leads, another half, of course, calling those leads up and booking appointments. And the thing is, you should never give up and stay consistent. This is basically the business model. Uh, I've pretty much covered everything. I will go in detail with some of the outreach method that I personally use. I will show you the script. I will show you the DMs. Sh- I mean, I will put the recording of the cold call here in this video. So it will have everything. You just have to take action after watching this video. You will have all the resources in this video, like I mentioned in the beginning, and you just have to start implementing them. You should not copy pasting the scripts. You should make your own changes. I will explain you in the further, like in the sections, and how you can change the script a little bit according to your style. And also we'll discuss regarding the offer at the end of this video. So this is just the overview of the like business model and what you should be focusing on mainly. And yeah, if you're starting out, this is all you need. This is going to be my I'll be showing you my Insta DMs. So this is actually, I'm going to show you the conversation of my first client, from the start to end. I mean, not till the end because we have talked so much, but till the stage where I booked a meeting. So let's start. So this was actually my first message. As you can see, this was last year, November 16, 2021. So you can of course test out the first message. So mine was something like, are you still operating? Just confirming their location. You could do something like appreciation kind of a message, like, hey, I just saw this detailing work, a great work. How much time did it take? Just with a question, something like that. You be creative. Don't just copy paste this same message because everybody must be doing it. I mean, many of them are doing it. So I would just say be creative. I will also give you an alternative script if you want. But anyways, this was in 2021. This is how the message went. So he was like, how can we assist? And this was my second message. It's what I do is basically I go to their website, I do a screenshot and just upload it on Canva and just make a play button as if it is a video. So I usually send out a Loom video, and this one is very personalized. So when I send out this website, they can see, oh, this is my website, and there's like a play button. So I just tell them that, hey, great, thanks, I just created a short video for this business. I talked about few things which can bring you extra 15 customers, or whatever your niche is. If you're into a roofer or big contracting based businesses, you can just say 3 to 4 customers. Just do your research. This is detailing 15 customers is okay. It's pretty believable. So should I send the video over here? So this is actually my second message. So he was like, yes. Right. So as you can see, I took one day to create a video and send it over to him. You shouldn't be taking one day. You should be doing it within half an hour, within 1 hour, I would say. After this, when once I sent a Loom video, uh, I wouldn't be showing out Loom video over here, but let me just give you an example. If you want a Loom video, just DM me. I can't give everything away for free, to be very honest. And Loom video is something very personalized, and I'm also putting my client at risk because his profile would probably be exposed if I show you the Loom video. So I can't share it in public, but I will just give you an example of how the Loom video is. It's just comparison of his website and his competitor website. That's it. It's just SEMrush stats, going through how much traffic he's getting to his website, and how ads could help him get more clients. That's it. It's very simple, literally 3 to 4 minutes Loom. That's it. And then I just follow up with him saying, hey, did you watch the video? And he said, what else do I need? He had couple of questions. As soon as he sent me this question, you should be taking this in a call, right? So you should be calling them, calling that business owner straight away. But I didn't do it at that time. I didn't know all these things, so I just sent him a message explaining and answering all of his queries. Right, so he was asking me the pricing, and do you offer like packages? So I said it's a custom pricing, and basically it was like back and forth thing. And after that, I sent him a case study, via email and short video. I don't know what you just read it. And after that, I followed up with him over and over again. As you can see, I did some follow-ups. Do you want to proceed forward? And he was like, okay sir, what do you charge, sir? So I straight away gave away the pricing over here, as you can see. So he was like, is it $600 just for the setup? Yes, it would be $500 for the next month. Let me watch the video again. And after this, I again followed up with him, as you can see, a lot of times. And sorry, but he's been building so you can see here 10, 11, 12. So I've been following up with him for 3 days straight away, every single day, and even 4 days, I can say, like with a question mark. So and then he replied to me, sorry, been busy. And I was like, okay, no problem. And I told him that we are offering a free trial, and that's when he got even more interested. So we booked a meeting straight away, and I sent him out a Zoom link, and as you can see, and there was some time confusion. I cleared it out, and afterwards, during the meeting, I did a follow up with him, and he wasn't joining the meeting. He had some issue with his Zoom, and he sent me a screenshot of that Zoom call, and I was like, let's do a WhatsApp call after that. I guess, yeah. As you can see, you can just read it. Can you share your number? I got his number and did a WhatsApp call. So yeah, so the meeting happened on a WhatsApp call. It wasn't a meeting, it was just a normal call. I was straight away, I did not take any discovery calls, if I remember. I did not ask him much questions. I was straight away trying to onboard him, because I pretty much asked everything regarding his business on a chat itself. And afterwards, there were just couple of Google Ads screenshots where he was. I will just blur it. I can't show you the Google Ads screenshots. And yeah, afterwards he sent me a few of his credentials, and finally I got onboarded after few hours. And yeah, that's it. Let me just see where I can look into this issue. It work. Yeah, so here it is. So he was like, fuck yeah, uh, are we good, bro? And I got the access after some point. Wait. So yeah, so here I got the, I guess, the ads, the access to his ad manager. And I was straight away like, okay, we'll talk with my contract. We'll be setting up the landing page within this week and start with the ads. So I will be showing you till here, because if I scroll down, you can see that's how much we have texted over and over again. This is literally like, this is just a part of it. Most of our conversation are through SMS. So we became like a good friends after some point. So this is the client I was explaining during my first video. So yeah, I showed pretty much everything, I guess, in this video. If you have any questions, just comment down below. This is basically my Insta DMs. I will also giving you an alternative script to this, which you can try it out. You can test out different things. You can also send out a Loom video in the beginning and test it out, but send 100 outreaches every single day. You can do a pre-recorded Loom video and send it out to their prospects. Just try different things, or you can just follow my script. This is mine. uh, so yeah, I mean, not exactly mine. This is actually inspired from my mentor. But of course, if you wanted, you can follow the same strategy and test it out yourself, right? So yeah, I will also be showing you another client's message, so in a minute. So yeah, so here it is, another example. This guy was my second client actually, and I had two more clients, but I guess two examples are more than enough. It's literally the same strategy. I confirmed his location. Are you still operating in this particular location? And yes, we are. And I just straight away, I didn't send out the screenshot thing to him, but you should be doing it. But it's the same message. I created a small video for you, potentially get you this many customers. Should I send it over to you? And he was like, sure. And all right, by the way, what's your name? And he was like, he told me his name. And I forgot to send him the video, and he followed up with me asking me where's the video. Like, this is how lazy I was, and how so it I was literally slacking and postponing every single thing. But just imagine if you're doing it, doing outreaches every single day. I used to do just 30 outreaches every single day, and sometime I just miss out the outreaches, and sometime I don't even send out the Loom video, right? So this is how inconsistent I was. So imagine if you're sending out 100 outreach, which is very much possible if you block 2 to 3 hours of your time, and also send out Loom videos within, let's say, 1 hour. Your results would be much better than mine, right? So after that, bro, I will send you today. Sorry for the delay, since this it's weekend, I'm outside. But we'll send it to you today. It was like, just I wasn't outside or anything. But I sent out a Loom video, and he sent me a voice message. So let's go through the voice message. I don't even remember what he sent me. I I'm not getting his audio for some reason. I guess he mentioned that he was already working with an agency and he had a couple of questions. He was spending this much amount of time. So I was like, you can just read this chat. Uh, we can reduce the ad budget during the peak performance. Set something up. So I set a Zoom meeting. Uh, After I set a Zoom meeting, he confirmed my time zone. So we confirmed our time zones basically, and then I set a meeting. We went for a Zoom call. Oh, we went for a regular call, I guess. Uh, yeah, and again, I straight away onboarded him, I guess, even in this call. I pretty much did not do any discovery call, if I remember. A few days earlier, we just short stuff this week. Oh, yeah, I remember. Sorry, my bad. This client was actually, he was interested, but it was winter in Canada, so he had to temporarily shut down his business. So we were looking for any time in the future. So we did not onboard him straight away. We actually onboarded him later, in probably after like 4 or 5 months. So I waited for around like few months in order to get back to him. I will just scroll down a little bit. Uh, yeah, as you can see, here I sent down a video. Hey, Merry Christmas, where is coming? I wish you, if I was Happy New Year. Just had a question, are you going to start ceremonies? So yeah, I guess at some point after 4 or 5 months, I onboarded this guy, and later, I did deliver the results, but there were few months where the results were down. I retained him for 3 to 4 months, if I remember. He was paying me 500 Canadian dollars, and yeah, after some point he again left me. So yeah, the retention was okay with this guy. Yeah, so that's it. I will be just showing you two examples. If I show you another one, I guess that would be too much. I'm just giving away too much at this point. But also my battery is about to die, so that's it. I guess this would have given you some idea of how you should be outreaching. Just be genuine. Be Try to hop on a call whenever you see the guy is interested, rather than just texting back and forth. Just hop on a call. Don't do things that I like. Don't copy me. There are better things you can do in terms of building a relation, or developing this conversation in a better way, or even the script could be better. If you feel like this few things this could be improved, just go ahead and do it, right? So that's it. This is basically my Insta DM, and all you should be focusing on is sending 100 plus outreaches every single day. So the video quality must have gone down since I'm using my laptop's webcam. But this is the most important phase of this video, and I'm pretty sure many of you will skip the intro and just go straight to the cold calling or the Insta DM part. So this is something that I would strongly promote in my channel, is to go with cold call. For everyone who are watching this video, please do go with cold calls if you're just starting out, right? So it is really effective, and I have booked meetings like this past month. And I've been doing Insta DMs for 1.5 years, and I've seen better results with cold call in this month compared to that 1.5 years that I've done Insta DMs. So I would highly recommend you, if you don't want to waste time, go with cold calls, right? I would recommend Insta DMs for only those who are absolutely terrible when it comes to communication, who doesn't even know how to speak English. And I mean, I don't even know how you guys would be able to run an agency. You have to probably watch some shows and learn English a little bit, and there should be some amount of flow. But I would highly recommend cold calls for majority of the people, because it's it's the best way to book a meeting. But let me tell you something, a short story. Cold call is really hard. When I first started out, I still remember, I was into detailing niche, car detailing, and in the first few calls, I was shivering. My heartbeat was high. I remember like I was sweating a lot. So there were so many things happening in my mind, and most of the time when I go into cold call, I sometimes start out correctly, and then I get brain freeze, right? I just go completely blank and I hung up the call myself, right? I just hang up, and then you know later I would be like, I could have said this, I could have done that. This is how you get into the process. So if you're doing this, you're doing it right. So this is how you will learn. With cold calling you will learn, like the more you do it, the more you learn with cold calling. That's how it works. So it's a hard thing. You have to get out of your comfort zone, I know. But I don't know how else to promote this. I want to motivate you guys strongly, but this is the high, like this is the best I can do to motivate you guys. Like I don't know what else to say. Just start with cold calling. That's it. Just have a lead list and start dialing, right? And you can also use, if you really have enough time, I would say you can go with two acquisition channels. Like you can call them, and if they don't pick up, you can send them an SMS, right? But you know call them, just dial the number. And regarding the app, I use an app called as a magic app. You will see a screen recording over here. I will just show you the app. You can just install it and just follow the steps. It is something like 300 rupees if I remember correctly, every single month, and you can do unlimited incoming and outgoing calls. You will have a US number. You are set. That's it, and it's very cheap. And I know this app is nobody talks about this app. It's really cheap. Many of them go with Skype and I don't know what else. I would highly recommend you to go with that app. Anyways, I will show you the script, break down the psychology behind the script, and at the end I will also play a recording of my the recording would be just my voice, by the way. The video did not get recorded, unfortunately. So it would be just my voice, but also it is for another service, but it will be very similar. It is just to give you an idea of what how it goes, and how the flow goes. So anyways, let's go with the script. So let me tell you something. The script is not important, and you should never use a script which is available on YouTube, right? Then why am I showing my script? Showing my script is, I will just give you an idea of how it goes. That's it. And I will mainly break down the psychology behind it, right? It is, again, let me tell you something, that this script is not exactly mine. Bits and pieces are taken from other YouTubers. And, in my niche, it works, right? But again, I would always say be creative, use ChatGPT if you want, but create your own script which is engaging, right? Which keeps the other person engaging, and it builds a rapport, right? You shouldn't sound like a salesperson. That's the main thing when you're starting out, is that you shouldn't sound like a robot and a salesperson. You should try to be a little bit, how do you say, witty in terms of your opening. You should say something which can, which would be unique than the others. Like, let me tell you something. uh, this is something I use in the opener, and it worked pretty well. And again, this is not something I created. All right. So let's say Angelina is the business owner. So I'm calling her, and she picks up. Hey, can I speak to Angelina? And she says, yes. I say, hey, Angelina, this is Jason. How are you? And if she say, I'm doing great. How about you? I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. So I know you must be busy. So let me be quick. Would you hate me if I told you that I'm calling to pitch you something? I promise you, this is something you have never heard of, and it will just take me 10 seconds. If not, I will just block your number personally. So this is something that I say, right? I wasn't smooth right now, but you understand, right? This is something very, a little unique. And she will be like, okay, this is just a 10-second thing, let me just hear it out. If it is something that I've heard of before, if it's something that I'm not interested in, I would just say not interested, or something like that. So with this, you're buying some time, right? And also you are telling them that if it doesn't work for you, if it doesn't align with your needs, you won't call her back ever again. So this will kind of acts as an icebreaker, right? So she's like if you think from a psychological point of view, she's like, okay, this will just take 10 seconds, and I just have to hear it for 10 seconds, and if not, I won't hear from this guy ever again, right? Now, coming to the pitch, is that I straight away go to the pitch. I just give my offer. It's usually, we help aestheticians get 15 microblading appointments in your calendar every single month, and
till we get those 15 appointments, you don't pay us anything, right? So hypothetically speaking, let's say if you work for the first month and we get you 15 appointments, or even 10 appointments, if not 15, you walk away with 10 to 15 appointments without paying a single penny. So does that sound like a fair deal to you? Something like this, you have to place your offer over here, right? And you can emphasize a bit more on there's no risk. You can mention that again, you can change this accordingly. You can say that, like, there is no risk from your end, we will take all the risk. You can say these things to kind of bring their guard down. So again, this is how a positive kind of a cold calling goes. And after this, I don't even follow the script, I just go on my own. I just ask questions which comes to my mind, ask 2 to 3 questions, and then I book a meeting. So when it comes to booking a meeting, a call to action, you have to always give them options, right? You have to tell them, right? Hey, so okay, I have a strategy that I want to show you, on a Google Meet or something, because I would like to share my screen and show you a few things. Is it okay if we schedule a meeting this Friday? And if it's Friday, if she says yes, it does morning or afternoon, which one works for you, something like this, right? So does the morning or the afternoon, which one would you prefer? Are you free during the afternoons or the morning? So let's say she says afternoon. Okay, so are you free at 12 p.m., 12 or 1, or are you free at 12 p.m.? And if she says yes, then yeah, you book a meeting. So always give them options when it comes to booking a meeting, and that's how you simply end a cold call. So it could be that simple. And another option is that after you confirm the owner's name, you don't even have to say this, would you hate me if I, you can straight away go to the pitch. Again, you have to test it out, right? You have to test few things. So when I say test it out, when I say test it out, you should test out with 100 pickups. That is, you have to use this script with 100 people who have picked up that script that you have prepared on those 100 people, and see how they react and how many positive responses you're getting. Out of 100, if you're getting 10 positive responses, I would say even 5 to 10 positive responses, it's fine. You can stick to the script, right? Let's say if you're not getting any responses, positive responses, then you have to change the script, right? You have to change few things. So again, remember the key points. Never use a script which is available on YouTube and which is popular, which hundreds and thousands of people have already watched those videos. Never use those scripts, right? Always be creative, with your script. Always use your own creativity. You can use chat gpt a little bit for ideas. And also understand the psychology is that a person will, you have, their guards are up whenever you call them, and to bring their guard down, you have to say something witty at the beginning, or say something funny a little bit maybe, and then you go to the pitch, and then you explain your pitch really well. You explain them how it, there is no risk to them with this kind of thing. And also I will show you the entire strategy, and if that's, if you feel like you don't want to proceed forward, you can take those strategy and implement it yourself. So things, when you say things like this, you're bringing their guards down, and you're building a rapport. And that should be the, that should be your entire, like, your mentality should be that, is to, this guy is scared, this guy hates cold call, and somehow you have to break that down, right? You have to bring their guards down. So be creative, and with cold calls, and that's it. You can create your own script. There's no special script, right? There's no magic script that works. All changes from niche to niche. It all depends on your offer. So yeah, so an example offer is, always go with something like, I will bring you X amount of appointments in your calendar in X number of time, and you don't pay us till we get those number of appointments. This is you can't make a better offer than that, right? So it's indirectly you are just providing a free trial, and I would highly recommend you to go with the free trial in the starting, right? So yeah, this is the script, I guess. So what I will do now is, I guess I pretty much explained the psychology a little bit, and how the script is. So I'm going to play a recording right now where I booked a meeting. And this is not for lead generation, this is for a website. This is actually my new agency, like new model that I'm running, is a website based model where I'm providing website and using a CRM software to do that. So I will play the recording right now. It is very similar to this script, it's just that the pitch is different. So you will have an idea on how the call, like the calling goes, right? And let me tell you something, I'm not an expert when it comes to cold. Even I am beginner, but at least when it comes to cold calling, you need to have guts to start it. Once you start it, I know many people are scared to start it, but once you start it, it's going to be easy, right? So this is this with this model, it's just been 4 or 5 days, and I was scared to do it, but I booked a meeting, so I will play the recording right now.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Is this Sean?
Yeah,
Oh, hey, Sean. This is Jason. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Oh, okay. So I understand you're busy, so I'll be quick. I'm a student. I'm just looking to grow my portfolio. I noticed you currently don't have a website, and we make website for you for completely free. There's no charge, no catch. So if you're interested, we can arrange a meeting. What do you think?
You make websites for free?
Yeah, because I'm just a student and just looking to grow my portfolio.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm willing to do it for free, and of course, there's no charge, there's no catch here. I will develop and design it for free. So if you're interested, we can arrange a meeting later this week, and we can talk about the designs and everything.
Okay.
Okay. So just a question, if you don't mind me asking, are you new to this business? I found you on Yelp, I guess.
Provide utility painting services?
Yeah, for painting services.
Yeah, I've been in this business for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Just my website got taken down because I've been in the hospital. I haven't been able to make payments on it.
Oh, okay. Sorry. All right. So, are you free later this? Maybe during the weekends.
Yeah.
Okay. So, at what time? Let's say Saturday. Are you free during the afternoons, mornings?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So, can we keep it at probably? Is evening fine? We can do it at 6 p.m. Saturday.
Where are you located?
Oh, I'm actually based out of India.
I figured. Oh, yeah, so the evening's fine, so you could be morning your time.
I'm sorry.
The evening will be fine, so it'll be morning your time.
Yeah, it will be morning my time.
Yeah, the evening is fine.
So evening is fine, right? All right. So 6 p.m. then.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, man. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you
Thank you.
later then. Bye bye.
Thank you.
So that's the end of this video. I know it's a very long video, and probably most of you are not going to watch this long, but I felt like dropping everything like valuable, and that's the main reason why I uploaded, because I know not many of you will like stick around till the end and not watch the entire video. So it's only the reason why I'm giving away all my strategies, because probably nobody is going to see this, and also if few of them see this, nobody is going to take the action, right? So that's the main reason. So just share this video as much as possible if you feel like this is valuable. Yeah, if you have like other SMMA friends who are into the same business. And just a small update regarding this channel, and I'm going to be uploading more consistently. There is going to be 1 to 2 videos every single week, and also the next video is going to be on lead scraping, and the upcoming videos will probably cover SMMA topics. And after some videos, I will show you guys the new model that I've been working on, and also show you some of the results and like how I'm going to go about it. It's a completely new business model. I showed a sneak peek in this video itself. It's a completely new business model. I showed a sneak peek in this video itself, but I will talk further regarding that particular business model in the future videos, right? So anyway, thank you so much for watching this video.